It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Voyagers, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Voyagers and the Tigers, next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500, not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try and get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Voyagers send the punt team out. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Tigers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made right side. It's Johnson.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Third down, 3 to go. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Tigers line up for the punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Voyagers offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd and 7. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers, and when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Tigers' offense ready to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, the ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Voyagers offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Tigers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will finally run him down. A big play there. 39 yards. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the toss as they look to run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Voyagers offense and their running back set to go once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. In trouble, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. This one complete right side. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup, and that will be a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on third down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those third down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. Before the kick, we get a timeout taken by the return team. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. Here now, second down and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Voyagers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The extra point is good. And the Voyagers will cut it to a 2-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're on him with a crash, and he's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. First and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Voyager. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That one complete to Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. His throw left side is complete. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
As we expected, we'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The whole team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The punt team headed out for the Voyagers as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now this team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. One of the tight ends motions right. On the give, it's Jones. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They try and run for the 1st down with Jones. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They bring the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll try the right side this time. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Voyagers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Handoff here, up the middle. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
Well, Voyagers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll throw out of the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll run on second down. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 10.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And the Tigers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
The Tigers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
They'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the visitors are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Voyagers offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 6. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st down.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Tigers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
On third down, and this drive is over before he can start. Swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And now the punting unit will come on. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Voyageurs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. He'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Third and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. We're all set to kick this one away. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Receiver in motion, going right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a give on the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. A tight end in motion now. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Michael, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one. Right back to him on 1st down. Down the sideline, past the 45. A big gain. They finally get him down, but hold everything. There is a flag on the field. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tight end motioning left. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here is 2nd and 7. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.